Yes, people, what is going on? Porto nil, Chelsea 2. I would have bitten your hand off for that before kickoff. I am absolutely over the moon. And I'm not going to be one of these people that sits here and says it was all sunshine and rainbows. But we've got, I was going to say 3 points. It's not. Twice I've done that now. It's a massive result. It's absolutely huge. 2 away goals. That's where it really starts to come into play. I know, obviously, when we had the last game against Atletico, going into it with a 1 goal lead, or one goal away goal lead, I should say, it made us feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more kind of happy and whatever. But this is a massive, massive result for us in terms of what it's going to mean going forward. It's again, the game next week is going to be a lot more difficult because just like the Atletico game, they were missing people for suspensions, injuries, other stuff as well. Sergio Oliveira and Mehdi, or whatever the centre forward's name is, I can never remember it. And never Tarami. Is it Tarami? Whatever it is. Anyway, the centre forward. They're both coming back for next week. So getting 2 goals away from home, again, the count double. We're still back in Seville next week. Very complicated. But it means a hell of a lot. It means a hell of a lot. And we've gone and just not completely annihilated them. That's not the right phrase. But we've gone and shown that this team that knocked out Juventus were being spoken about as the potential winners of this tournament. Even how bad they've been throughout this year, they were still being spoken about. They've knocked out them. We had a very tough job, and a lot of us didn't really know what to expect from them. I kind of got it a little bit right about what I expected in terms of they were going to be physical, they were going to play up to the referee as well, try go down and dive and things like that. But they had a lot of physical units, which is something that we struggled to deal with against West Brom. It wasn't perfect. I can't lie, and I'll come on to it in a moment. It wasn't perfect, but the 3 points. The 2 goals is absolutely ginormous. It's absolutely ginormous. The 2 goals come from. The big takeaway for me is not the fact that we kept a clean sheet, the fact that we did score 2 away goals kind of does play into it, but it's about the way we scored those goals. It's different. It's different. Now, I hate Chelsea trying to walk the ball into the net. We've done it for the last couple of months. We've done it under Lampard and we've done it under Tuchel. We've tried to walk the ball in and put absolute tap-ins on a plate for Timo Werner and Tammy Abraham and other people as well to try and boost it and all this kind of stuff. And it just takes the first goal especially, Mason Mount. It's a great pass through from Jorginho. And I don't mind this moving around in the box. I don't mind this playing it from pass to pass, passy, side to side stuff. But after a while, you've got to take the risk. You've got to take the gamble. And Jorginho does that. He takes the risk. He takes the gamble. He plays a lovely pass through to Mason Mount, who takes it superbly on his back foot, spins, one touch in the turn, and then just bangs it straight across goal. Now, that is what I want to see. That is an amazing goal. And they were talking about it in commentary. Is it probably being slightly overhyped because he's English? Maybe. But that's what I want to see. And I haven't seen it in such a long time, which is why I'm really happy about it. It's a different way of scoring. I don't like the fact that every single week that we continuously try and pass it into the net. That's not doing it. That's keeping possession, moving up the pitch and doing it the right way, because at some point you've still got to bang it. You still have to bang it. And that's what we did tonight, which was superb. Another annoying thing, and we did it more in the second half than we did in the first, but we do keep the ball and we do play these kind of short passes around at the back, which is fine. But the ball over the top needs to be a hell of a lot better. And it does slightly come into Chilwell's goal. But the ball over the top needs to be better, which is where something like David Luiz used to be so good at just pinging a 50-yard ball over the top. And I know Mason Mount did it against, was it Krasnodar in the Champions League, I think, for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Just kind of fades this really long, lovely pass, but fades it right across the pitch. What is going on with that? Is that better? I don't know. Fades it across the pitch, and it's lovely, but it's got to happen more. It's got to happen more. And we didn't do it really at all tonight. With the time we did do it, it was a little bit of luck that went in our favour. I can't lie. Chilwell's goal it's a long pass through. The right back, I think it was, does not deal with it at all. It's a terrible error. It's a poor touch from him. And Chilwell gambles, which is what's really nice to see. I thought he'd lost the ball, I can't lie, when he went up against the right-hand side centre-half. Again, name escapes me, I apologise. But either way, I thought he'd lost it. He kept himself in a goal-scoring position. He kept himself goal side between the man and the ball. And just did the business. Just did the business. And he was always going to. Any defender would have struggled then to deal with Ben Chilwell without the risk of putting it into their own net. No one's going to take him down because it's a penalty and a red card. I mean, pretty much, it's definitely a penalty. It's just too much of a risk. He does really, really well. Goes around the keeper in a style that I didn't even think Ben Chilwell was going to do. And the closer he got, I was just thinking, mate, shoot, just shoot. But absolutely superb, if you ask me. In terms of the finish, but again, it just comes from playing a little bit different, and that this was the big thing. Again, we didn't create a hell of a lot of chances, but the ones that we did were different. It was something that they weren't really expecting. Again, I find we're very easy to play against, but in this game tonight, a few opportunities, made the most of them. Wasn't perfect. Timo Werner headed over the bar, a little bit quiet and whatever. But it's just about scoring different types of goals, different styles of goals from different positions on the pitch. Because if you constantly know that you're waiting for the ball back and it's going to be a tap-in, waiting for Timo Werner to... yay, for our £50 million striker, you become very easy to play against. You know what's going to happen. It's like on FIFA when the geezer's got like Leroy Sané, 95 pace playing left wing. You know they're just going to ping the ball over to him and just go and run and run and run. And if you sit really deep, it's really easy to defend against. We're saying it's stupid and I'm dumbing it down a little bit, but it's actually true. Again, it's not something that Chelsea have been wonderful at in terms of what we've been doing. People just sitting really deep against us going, yeah, go on, mate, now you're going to score and tap in. But tonight's game, it was just really nice to see the ability to go and score those different goals in different ways and using different styles, different players. It was just nice. Still could have created more, but again, I said it before. I said it right at the start of the video. If you'd have given me 2-0 before kickoff, I'd have bitten your hand off at it. It wasn't pretty. We kept the ball. We moved it nice. They did have their fair spell of opportunities and chances and possession and just being irritating and annoying and diving and all sorts of stuff. Being essentially, you know, I haven't sworn yet in this video, but I will now with only about a minute to go or whatever it is. But they were just being little like bastards about it. They really were. They were just being bastards. And they were going to go, they were basically trying to bullshit their way through the game and maybe get a goal or keep a clean sheet. And obviously that didn't go for them. But it's a different way of playing against a different style of team. It was just nice to see Chelsea kind of get into a rhythm that was really nice to potentially change the way that people want to play against us. And again, this game is far from over. We have to go, or they have to come to us. They have to have the away leg for them, where they, again, their goals count double and they're getting their two main forwards back. It's tough, but it's a great start. And if you'd have said to absolutely anyone before the game, 2-0, I'd have just laughed at you. Honestly, I would. This is a decent Porto team. It's different, but it's decent. And Chelsea essentially are one game away from the Champions League semi-finals. And I think if you'd have said for all of us in pretty much end of December, start of January, that we'd be Champions League semi-finalists, we'd bite your hand off. So it's massive credit to Thomas Tuchel and also certain players for stepping up to the plate as well. You know, I'm going to give credit where it's due. Man of the match tonight, a few people have asked me, Kovacic, Mount, even Chilwell, a few other people. I don't know. They're just the first ones that come to my head. But look, absolutely superb from Chelsea, if you ask me. Thank you for watching. If you're new around here, make sure you like, share and subscribe. And maybe if we can just play in Sevilla every week or in Seville every week, we might, you know, win Champions League. I don't know. Hey, see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. See you later.